what was interesting was, my parents were really pushing that I had to go pre-med Ivy this entire time. And when it came time to actually applying for these schools, I actually didn't get into any of them. So I was your kind of typical smart kid that didn't really have to study, did all my homework, the 5 minutes before class started in the hallway outside the teacher's classroom, and just kind of got by with as an A- student since then. So my parents actually make me do a postgraduate year of high school, where I ended up in this awesome school called Lyons Township High School in LaGrange, Illinois, and did a postgraduate year of high school there, largely on the premise of attempting to get my high jump score up. So if I could be I was high jumping around 6'2" to 6'4" at the time, and if I could hit like 6'6", 6'8", I could get into any of these Ivies on a track scholarship. Well, what happens is the IHSA kind of catches wind of me transferring, kind of bars me from competing in track or high jump, and I quit track, got pretty depressed, honestly, my last year of high school, left all my friends, was in this new place I had no idea of, but ultimately a lot of good things were on the horizon for me as well. So I actually met my girlfriend at the time, who I later got engaged to a year later, and we've since now been almost 1 year happily married, which is fantastic. And at the time we decided that we really wanted to go to school together. And how this ends up playing out is I actually did end up getting accepted to Cornell and Dartmouth. Didn't tell my parents that, though. And my girlfriend at the time, she gets into University of Illinois on a big-time $10,000 renewable art scholarship, which was huge. And I actually get declined at U of I, ironically enough. So we both did a visit at ISU. We had this awesome tour guide. His name was Robert Oliveri. He's a former marketing student that just graduated last year. I'll always remember his tour. Gave me the most amazing tour, and we decided, hey, let's go to ISU. And honestly, it has to be the best decision that we've ever made in our lives. Again, I was a spoiled kid, never worked a day in my life, but all of a sudden I was surrounded by students who were really passionate about what they do, who all were working jobs and paying for, their way through tuition, who took out real student loans and real student debt, but at the same time, always stayed heads down, getting the task done, a great pool of resources, but at the same time, really knew how to have a good time too. So again, forever will be grateful for coming to ISU.